Hi Virgo, welcome to November 2018. Now the big news for you in November is your avatar, Mercury, moves retrograde for the final time this year. And that's on the 16th. That's going to be a very tricky day because Venus stations direct on the 16th. Right after that, Mercury goes retrograde. So this is going to be one of those push-pull kinds of energy. And if you can wait, it's going to be a Friday. If you can wait until Sunday or Monday before you make any kind of major decisions, that would be best to do. Now, right at the beginning of the month, well, on the 6th, the North Node moves from Leo into Cancer. And that is more favorable for you because it moves from behind the scenes to your goals, your future, your ideals, your hopes and wishes. And Cancer does sextile Virgo. So that can create opportunity. And that is where the eclipses will be running in 2019 and 2020. And I'll go into that when I do the 2019-2020 videos next. I'm going to try to do those next. I tried to do them and then I got sick and I couldn't do them. And so I did these because I was running out of time. It's almost November. So it's been a bit challenging. And, you know, November is a time where, you know, Venus is in reverse until the middle of the month and then Mercury goes retrograde. So, November, definitely hang loose on things. It's a transitional month. Wait until December and especially January is going to be your start time. And I like January because Uranus goes direct on January 6th and all the planets are direct until March 5th. So you got that January jump and that's the time where you're really going to see this push towards success and energy propelling you forward. How you nurture yourself is the message with the Cancer, with the North Node in Cancer, and then we're going to have one eclipse in Cancer next year, 3 in Capricorn. Capricorn is excellent for you because it's in the area of creative self-expression, self-confidence, creativity, romance, love, risk-taking. So that is, very beneficial for Virgos. I mean, eclipses are hard. I'm not saying they're not easy. Whenever we're being eclipsed, we're being challenged. So it's not like, oh, butterflies and rainbows are going to come when things are in Capricorn. No, but it is in positive energy flow with you. And with Uranus moving into Taurus, that is also in positive energy with you. The rest of us don't have that. And so it is an advantage for you. Now, some of you are still wrestling with Neptune, that can be very challenging. And it's just not easy being on planet Earth. It just isn't. So in November, though, this chair likes to make noise. You move just a bit. Can you hear it? Like, whoa. But it's so supportive. Like, it's so good for my back. But anyway, this is Uranus is stepping back into Aries on the 6th, and then it'll be back into Taurus for good. I think it's March. I don't have it out. I will have that ready for you when I do the 2019-2020. So he's dipping back into Aries just to say hello, and then he's back into Taurus for good. And that is happening on the 6th, and then you have the Scorpio new moon on the 7th. Now, this is a very, supportive new moon for you. It's in the area of communication and conversation, so it's a new start. And unlike the Libra new moon, Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, is sextile this moon, and Neptune is trining it. So if you have been confused about a relationship or, trying to figure other people out in your life, maybe someone in particular who's just been weird or strange, you could really get some good insight into their psychology and the best way to communicate with them at the time of the Scorpio new moon. Pluto is trining you. He's in Capricorn. Scorpio sextiles you. This pours positive energy into your planets. But it is Scorpio. So we're not talking light and fluffy here. When we're in Scorpio, we must dive deep. We go through a purge. This is why I was purging with Venus. When Venus went retrograde, I got sick. And so I've been doing this purge. And so with Scorpio, we purge. It's about death and rebirth. So it can be heavy, and for you, this month is the emotional changing of the guard. And if you're resisting what's going on inside of you, because you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all this processing. I didn't ask to do this processing. I want to focus on my projects. I want to focus on my work. Or I want to focus on my relationships. I don't want to process. I'm done processing. I've been processing my whole life. I'm done. If that comes up for you, that's resistance. Believe me, I know what resistance is. We all have our monkeys. We all have our, little struggles with self. So if you're feeling irritated by other people, or you're feeling irritated, people are pushing your buttons, there's something you're resisting here. Think about okay, this is pushing my buttons. Why are they getting under my skin? Oh, maybe I need to rest more. Or maybe I need to take more self-care. Maybe I need to just love myself more. It could be like that. Like you just need to really celebrate you and love you and be your best friend. Be there for yourself. Really be there for you. It could be a message like that where, because with the North Node in Cancer, it's all about how you nourish and nurture yourself. And if you're not nurturing you on a deeper level that Scorpio is requiring, and Scorpio is requiring a changing of the guard here, something's going on the inside, and you're feeling irritated, and it could be simply because your avatar's in reverse. It's just like, you're ready to go. This has been the year of retrogrades. I feel like I haven't seen anything like it. Like every time you turn around, something's retrograde. So, if you're feeling, delayed or frustrated because of that, that's where you have to let go. Believe me, when I got sick and I couldn't get my work done, I had backing up. And it's not like I can have my assistant do my videos, right? No one knows astrology like I do. So I can't, I can't have, they don't even know how to do it, and let alone they don't even want to get in front of the camera. So, it's like, okay, so if I don't do it, it doesn't get done. Well, if it doesn't get done, that's not good. And so, but then I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? I can't do what I can't do. And that's perhaps where, you might find yourself at some point during the first part of the month. It's just like, you know what? I'm not going to let it push my buttons. I'm not going to fight City Hall, City Hall inside. You know what I mean? Like whatever's going on the inside, your inner child may be requiring some attention and doesn't really give a rat's behind about work or what other people want. It just wants what it wants, and you got to listen to what it wants so you can take care of him. And so, just be aware of that. If you start feeling irritated, you're resisting the process that's going on inside of you, the journey within. Man, can I talk. Okay, and so Mars enters Pisces on the 15th. That's bringing the focus to other people. Venus stations direct on the 16th. Mercury goes retrograde on the 16th. Hang loose until December 6th. Don't make any major commitments, and especially on the 16th. That's a Friday. Just do what you got to do on Friday and then go have fun. Don't make any major commitments on that day, if you can. And wait until Sunday or Monday. Then the clarity will be much stronger. Then the sun will enter Sagittarius on the 22nd, and you have the Gemini full moon on the 23rd. Now, Jupiter entered Sagittarius on the 8th. And that's bringing the focus to your foundation. Now, Jupiter expands whatever he touches. This is very good if you have a home-based business and you work from home, or you want to buy a home, or you want to expand your home, or someone moving in with you. This is going to be happening and is very positive for the next year, November 2018 through November 2019. Then he moves into Capricorn, which you're going to love too. And so this is a very positive energy for you, where he is strengthening your foundation. And, you know, like I said, if you want to invest in property, this is a wonderful time to do it. Having Jupiter in this area of your chart, it's a fantastic energy to invest yourself into a property that could build wealth for you. And, you know, or get an apartment or a townhouse or something that you just love. Like, you could get really good deals with Jupiter in this part of your chart. Like, you could just like get in at the right time, get the property under value, you know, refinance it, put some money in your pocket, that kind of, you know, wheeling and dealing. Or start a fabulous business from your house where you live, grow it, feel really successful with Jupiter in this part of your chart, really helping to grow what you're building from your foundation, from your home. Make sure you're doing that self-nurturing, taking care of yourself, so that you're getting ready for the Sagittarius energy. Then you're going to have the full moon in Gemini on the 23rd. Now, this is in the area of your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, your reputation in the world. This is good. I really like these moons this month. I really like the Scorpio new moon, and I love the Gemini full moon. Now, the challenge with this moon is Jupiter is going to make everybody go over the top with it. We're going to eat too much. We're going to drink too much. We're going to say too much. And most of it's going to be full of baloney, because Jupiter exaggerates everything he touches, and Mercury's retrograde, which everybody lies when Mercury's retrograde. Oh, I mean, it says inaccuracies, right? And so, you know, it's a fun energy, but we definitely don't want to like go over the top with this energy. Mars in Pisces, you know, don't let people pull you into things you don't want to be in. This is where you could be really annoyed with, you know, a relative or a partner, or, you know, it could even be, you know, a client, a customer, somebody who's just pushing your buttons at the full moon, because you know they're full of baloney. You know they're just talking right out of their butt. And, you know, you're just like, why do I have to put up with this? Well, you don't. Just disengage and then go do your own thing, right? Is don't get caught up in the brouhaha, because there's going to be a lot of it. Now, this is a fun energy. Sag and Gemini, they're the party houses. You know, they love to socialize and throw a party, and, you know, maybe you even want to throw a party. You know, it's Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving's on the 22nd, the day the sun goes into Sagittarius. And then you've got, unless it's the 21st, sun goes into Sagittarius the 22nd. But, you know, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That whole weekend is going to be party weekend, because the Gemini full moon is that weekend. And so everybody's going to be, you know, having fun, partying, which is appropriate for the energy. The challenge is, with the Mars there, there's this daredevil kind of people saying, you know, I can drink more than you in 5 minutes, you know, and like people doing these stupid contests, and people putting themselves in harm's way to prove that they can, you know, eat more turkey in 5 minutes than someone else, or drink more beer. You know, we see these videos on YouTube all the time. So you know, don't get caught up in the stupid that's going to be very large at the time of the Gemini full moon. But it is a fun energy, and it does hang around. The sun will couple with Mercury, your ruling planet, and Jupiter, you know, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, through the 27th. So really to like the end of November, which is very optimistic and can really pull you out of any kind of, you know, irritation you've been feeling earlier in the month, and or frustration, and you could just really feel light by this time. Like, you know what? I'm just going to kick back, have a sense of humor. I'm not going to push the tide. I'm not going to push against the current. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to take it on the light side. And I'm not going to be in a hurry for anything. And then that way, you come into December really strong, because Mercury goes direct, and Neptune's direct. The only one we're waiting for is Uranus, which will happen January 5th, January 6th, and all the planets are moving forward, and you don't have another retrograde Mercury until March 5th. So, this is going to be a time to just go with the flow and not push against what you're experiencing, what you're feeling. Take your time. It's a good time to review the year, review your plans, review what you've been doing, and, party, have some fun. Now, another thing too, for those of you open for love, it could be love at first sight on the 30th. Venus is being opposed by Uranus, because she's been going over with Uranus because of the retrograde, and she makes that final pass with him on the 30th. So for some of you, right out of the blue, you could like walk right into it, and the next thing you know, you're in this chemistry connection with someone, and why not? For some of you, you might say goodbye to someone, like by the 30th, because it can do that too, like where we just go, you know what? I don't want to see you anymore. Nothing but love for you, but I'm gone. And, it'll depend on, the relationship and where it's at, and if it's meeting your needs or not. But why not, be open. Now, you don't make any major commitments when Mercury's retrograde or Venus is retrograde in the love area, because we've been dealing with all this past love stuff this whole year with Mars retrograde, Venus retrograde, and Mercury. And so, don't be in a hurry for, making any kind of commitment. If you do, get together with someone, just see where it goes. If it's fun and you are having a good time, continue. And then wait till after December 6th to get more serious about the person. For those of you in a relationship, in a commitment, I was trying to say commitment and relationship. The good thing is Neptune is moving direct in this area now, and that can bring clarity to the relationship, can improve the relationship. Mars is there, so we want to make sure we don't get competitive with our partner, or that they don't get competitive with us. We'll just have to be patient, because that could also irritate you too. You want a partner, not a competitor. You want a cheerleader, not someone who's like, hey, I can do that better than you. I can eat more turkey than you, or whatever. These are just examples. Career, you've got the full moon there, which can be very beneficial for your career. So things can be, doing well in the area of career. And especially when Mercury moves forward, things will absolutely pick up for you December 6th on. Doesn't mean it won't be good in November, but it will be better in December, for sure. Spiritually, take that time for yourself. Take that time to meditate, be out in nature, shut off the electronics, listen, observe, and that way you can hear the flow, the divine flow of your mighty I Am presence working with you, guiding you, directing you every step of the way, and loving you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my videos. Virgo, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And I have the Mercury retrograde cheat sheet. You can have that. All you do is go to my website, sign up for my email, and it's my gift to you. So until next time, Virgo, go with the flow. It's a time to review.